Hey guys, I wanted to take the time to talk about this new Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Kind of give you some of my thoughts, my opinions, and then sort of talk about what we're seeing here. Alright, so Todd Phillips, he is the director of this new Joker movie. He's been shooting sneak peeks at us via his Instagram. And the first teaser of Phoenix's Joker it looked something like a computer art student's project. We saw a video of who we know as Arthur Fleck, this Joker, overlapped with footage of him in his clown getup. Now while the video dances back and forth, so did the colors on the screen, and that kind of gave it this weird circus-like feel. Now this left everybody pausing, trying to get an image of what this Joker is going to look like, but towards the end of the video, there he was. We were face to face with our new Joker. Now for me personally, it was a bit shocking. He was a clown, not a guy with white paint and a red smile, but a full-blown clown, almost like a rodeo clown. At first, I didn't like the red eyebrows, and I still probably don't. I'm also not sure about the red nose. That's definitely a first. We haven't seen that in a Joker before. But what I did really like was Phoenix's change of expression. Joker's the type of character that fakes all emotions. He really has none, even when he laughs. Underneath the smile is always pain and anger. And that raise of the eyebrow that they're accentuating with a stretched triangle, and then the immediate change in expression shows him as insincere and deceptive and emotionally abbreviated. I loved it. Those subtleties are really what make actors good. And you can see Phoenix, he's been working at this, and I'm very excited to see how he's going to play with his facial expressions. This actually gave me hope. Not that I needed it. I have full confidence in Joaquin Phoenix. He's actually a really great actor. Ever since his portrayal as Commodus in Gladiator, I've been a fan.
Smile for me now, brother. Strap on his armor. Conceal the wound.
Now getting back to what we know, again, his name is Arthur Fleck, which of course can be pushed together to make Affleck. It's interesting he chose a name for Joker that in his words would tell a story of a man evolving into the most diabolical villain in comic book history. I don't know, it could be a coincidence. Another possible coincidence is the connection Joaquin has to Ben Affleck. Joaquin's sister Summer was previously married to Ben's brother Casey. So in a roundabout way, Batman and Joker are related in this film. Now, our next reveal was a video of Arthur Fleck coming out of Ha-Ha's, which we can assume is a comedy club that he's a struggling comedian in. This might be taking bits from The Killing Joke, where he was also a struggling comedian. We also got our first look of Gotham and the era in which they live. We know this film is taking place in the 80s, which that shows, but more importantly, I love the look of Gotham. It's dirty, it's graffitied, it's rainy, and it will most likely be dark when they go through editing. It reminds me a lot of Gotham from the TV series Gotham. They also left hints for us in their graffiti, which I loved. Now, the actual footage looks like he maybe got fired, and his clown manager or possibly partner is either trying to get him back or is maybe angry that he possibly punched somebody in the club. I don't know. All he's doing is laughing at him, and then he plucks his nose off his face and just throws it, which looks like that's going to be later animated to roll down the street because the guy's kind of chasing an invisible ball, and you can see him step on the nose, so it's kind of weird there. But overall, I think all we're seeing here is Arthur's climb to wickedness. This might be close to his turning phase. Maybe early in the film, he's probably a really nice, polite person, and here we are seeing him start to turn. He sticks up for himself. He's becoming more aggressive. We might even be seeing his IDGAF any more moment here. Only time will tell, but it was still a cool first look. Now our next reveal was a good one. In this one we see full-blown Joker. He looks evil, he has bright green hair, his suit looks like it was heavily influenced by the 66 Joker, Cesar Romero, some Nicholson's Joker, as well as a little bit of Heath Ledger, honestly. Also, all of those theories of his paint not being the full form of Joker were put to rest in this one. We are definitely getting a clown Joker. In this scene, it looks like he has a group of mind-washed political goons protesting against Thomas Wayne Bruce's dad. This is basically Joker's Antifa. It also leads one to wonder where DC is going with this timeline. Now, we can assume Bruce hasn't been born yet, but Brett Cullen, who is playing Thomas in the movie, is 62 years old. So I'm not sure if in this universe Gotham will have a Bruce and Father Thomas living into adulthood together. One thing that has been common canon since the beginning is Thomas and Martha were murdered and remain dead. That is how Bruce becomes Batman, with the occasional stories like Flashpoint mixed in. So I don't know what the plan is here, but my interest is piqued. Now moving further, this scene actually got me excited. I'm starting to see the vision here. It looks like they pulled a suit or a political figure, a one percenter, from the train to beat him up, and Joker walked away casually with a bit of a smirk, knowing his crowd is doing his bidding. He's manipulating them by making them groupthink, which that's very Joker. That satisfied look, in fact, is the same look Ledger gave when walking away from his destruction of the hospital in Nolan's Dark Knight series. Finally, the most recent footage I've seen has Phoenix in his actual clown outfit in a phone booth, banging his head against the glass. To me, this seems like Arthur Fleck's bottom, his total and utter failure. His depression is at an all-time high here. He's wearing what appears to be his comedic outfit. He still has his wig and has a much tamer face paint, so it seems to fit somewhere in the middle of his story. And again, I'm really liking the look of Gotham. It's looking dirty and grungy, and that's how a Gotham should look. So my thoughts up to this point are, I believe the movie is going to be great. I think Joaquin will make a great Joker. He's a great actor, and he seems like he's not being asked to do too much. I actually think it was a good thing that Jared Leto and the DCEU's vision of a pimp Joker was done so poorly. It helped turn fans' expectations to zero, and that's a good thing when you're trying to follow in Ledger's footprints, and Jack Nicholson for that matter. Matter of fact, when Ledger was revealed to be the Joker, people automatically compared him to Nicholson, who was very hard to follow. Anyone who portrays the Joker will be compared. I mean, we've been very lucky up to Leto's performance. They've all been fantastic. Even in the animation, Mark Hamill is perhaps the best of all time. What sets this Joker apart from prior renditions, at least from these initial sneak peeks in terms of visuals, is the face paint. It's in your face, it's very clown. Looks more goon than boss. But I think the designers have gotten it right on this one. That paint can turn iconic, and that's really what we've been missing in these DC movies. None of them have staying power. When the new Pennywise was revealed, people responded pretty negatively. But that design was iconic as well, and once people got used to it, it stepped into pop culture's living room, and it did not leave. And I have a feeling that's going to happen here too. Again, it's one of those things that seems like it's going to need some getting used to. But if you remember when they first showed Ledger's look, again, people responded pretty negatively to it. And then now look at him. Everybody loves that Joker. So who knows, maybe we'll get that in this one too. In the comments below, let me know what you think about this Joker. Are you excited to watch it? Do you like the feel of this type of DC film? Seems more to exist in the real world like Nolan's, as opposed to Snyder's fantasy world. I'm interested to know, but for this guy, I am very excited. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.